why having stuff is such a burden. Do you feel like you have so much stuff that you don't know where to put it? Or you feel like you need to buy more storage bins. You feel like you need more storage space. You want a bigger garage. You want a bigger house so that you can store everything. I understand. When Morgan and I were first married, we lived in a one-bedroom apartment. And we thought that once we had kids, we would move to a bigger place. But the time came around that our first child was born, and we didn't want to go pay more money than what we were paying. We didn't want to pay more than our $500 something a month for rent. So we stayed where we were, but we made a compromise. We said we're going to go down the street to the storage place and rent a storage unit to store stuff so it's out of the way so we can have more room inside our one-bedroom apartment in our living space. So we paid $30-something a month to store what? Stuff that we were not using. We weren't using it. They were in boxes. We were not using it. We were literally paying monthly rent for stuff we did not use. It's preposterous. It was a relief when we finally realized, the light came on, that we could get rid of this stuff. So when we finally felt the freedom to get rid of our things, to get rid of whatever we wanted to, then we went to the storage unit and we took everything out, and most of it went to Goodwill, where at Goodwill people that need blankets or clothes or toys for their kids, that go to Goodwill. They pay very little money for it, and then their family is blessed to have that item. And we did not have to pay that $30-something a month to store the stuff we didn't use anymore. It was a burden lifted off of our shoulders. When you have so much stuff, your home is not a paradise. You want your home to be a paradise. A place where you can come, like Marie Kondo says, you can walk into your house and say, I'm home. And your stuff can be happy that you're there. But if you have so much stuff, your stuff's not happy that you're there. All that stuff wishes that they would be honored. They wish that all your stuff is going to wish. If you have a blanket in a box, that blanket, what is that blanket thinking? Let's pretend for a moment that that blanket has feelings. If that blanket is sitting in a box, that blanket is not being used. It is not fulfilling the measure of its creation. It is not being a blanket. It is gathering dust mites in the box, not being used. You are doing a favor to that little blanket if you give it away. If you give it to somebody that will use it, you are doing it a favor. So do a favor to this blanket that you used as a child or that you used to love. Do that blanket a favor and give it to someone that will use it. Now, once you've gotten rid of this blanket, you have more space in your own home, more space for things that you love.